And we did an exterior remodel last summer on the house, turned it gray and stone, and it was green and brick. And now we've got our driveway that comes down into the backyard with a little pool area, and we have no privacy. The road up at the top of the driveway here, everybody drives by, can see what's going in the backyard. So we're going to see what kind of fence we can put from here in the house that'll go over to the pine trees to give us some privacy. Not liking the vinyl idea, kind of boring. Looking at the gray and the stone, trying to figure out what can go here that might kind of match that. Have a little industrial kind of look, I don't know. So, but let's see what we can do. All right. Well, got outside, started laying out our fence today. I showed you we're going to put it right across here from the house out to the pine trees. My tape measure started at the house, measured out here. We're going to try to do, I'm undecided yet on 6-foot spans or 12-foot spans. 6 foot, of course, would be stronger. I started digging some holes already. This will be where a gate is right here. This driveway is a 12-foot span. I really don't want to have to get a hole through there to get a post. And I just used shims. I had some shims around and nailed them in for where I think I'm going to put my posts. Waiting for my wife to come back and take a look and see if we're going to go 6 or 12 foot. The siding on the house is horizontal, gray. We're going to be doing corrugated galvanized roofing metal. So it's going to have the lines. I was going to go vertical, but now I'm wondering if horizontal is going to look better to match the lines of the siding. And I just haven't decided yet. So we're probably going to get these posts in and get some framing done, and then we'll try it. This is going to be a several day project. I started digging my first hole, of course, next to the house to get started. And yep, we're into the drain line right next to the house, so I had to move it back in here. We're in Pennsylvania, guys, so we've got to get 36 inches plus down deep. That right there is 28 inches, and I've got standing water. And that's just the kind of soil that we deal with here. We're on a hill. It's not like we're flat or anything. So, but I'll keep you posted and keep showing you some progress here. Well, as you can see, we got the framing done for the fence. I decided on 12-foot sections instead of 6 foot. Our driveway was 12 foot across. I thought it'd be weird if we had 12 and then 6, and plus these holes were a nightmare. Pennsylvania soil here, solid rock, just busting through it. Framed it up with 4x4 posts on the inside. And then 2x6s on the outside and the top across, and then I put one up on the top as well to give a lip, and then 2x6 across the bottom straight over. And then what I did was I'm going to be using corrugated metal for my fence here. It's going to be going vertical, and so what I did was all along you can see these are 2x4s that I put. But if you look on this one here, I set it back. Corrugated metal is about 1/2 inch, so I left it back a little space because my metal will go up and screw behind the top board. It'll go in front of this board and screw into it, and then it'll go behind the bottom 2x6 down here and screw from behind it. So this is what I came up with, and you know, we followed the angle. You can see how it turns there or curves up the hill a little bit because it had a little uptick. And spot for a fence, and frame that out nice, or not for a fence, for a gate, excuse me. And so now we're going to start attaching some metal to this thing. Well, the metal attaching seems to be going pretty good. We're making really good progress on it. It looks great from the front. You know, from the front, all you're going to see is we got the screws on every seam that's going to the 2x4 behind it. The ends are behind the 2x6s. I'll show you the back side. See that there? All on the top. And I'll have to go back and put more screws in it because right now it shakes a little bit. Now I had a 2x6 in front of the 4x4 post so that this can grab that back edge there. Right, and I had a block there so I couldn't go out. Oh, sorry to make you dizzy like that. Interesting part was having to do a hill. Since I needed 6 foot lengths and those sheets are 12s, I didn't get a nice straight slant cut. I went straight on the bottoms, and then the tops I got a little cut. So what I did is instead of going 72 inches, 6 foot, and just cutting it straight across, I went 71 up one side and 71 from the other side. So I got basically a 2-inch slant, and that kind of traced it pretty good. I did run into running here, because you overlap these one ridge, right? They overlap a ridge. But up against the posts, you can see I actually had to rip one of these down in order to fit it, because it wouldn't fit in here. And I couldn't get this to go over one more because it was like right in the middle, and then it left a bubble on the outside. So I actually ripped it straight down there in order to fit in there. The other ones I've been able to get in there, so, but looks like it's coming out pretty good.